What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do an oil change on the C5Z06. It's really easy to change the oil in these cars once you get them up in the air. I changed the oil in this car a lot. I think I've put 8,000 miles on the car, and I think this is my 5th time changing the oil. I drive it hard, so I make sure that I keep the oil fresh, and it gives you a good opportunity to check to see if anything is wrong with your engine, because if there's any metal shavings in your oil, that means something is wrong, okay? All right, so what I do is I get a piece of wood. I have wood that I keep for stuff like this to get the car up in the air. So I put it before the ramps. That way I can get it up in the air just a little bit in order to get it on the ramps because the car is so low. And usually this plastic piece here where it's scrubbed, this here, if I just directly, if I try to go into the ramp without the wood. Now, if this is your first time driving manual and you're not accustomed to the car, actually if this is your first time putting a car on ramps, make sure you have someone help you because it can be nerve-wracking at first about, you know, not being completely on and, you know, possibly the car falling off the ramps. This car is so low that if it does fall off, you're going to have bigger problems. Okay, so make sure someone guides you until you get accustomed to it or until you feel safe doing it by yourself. So the next thing that I do is I take my piece of wood and I put it on my jack in order to lift up the back of the car. Okay, so this is what I'm referring to. Instead of using the actual jack, I just get the wood and I put it onto the on the car. I'll show you where I put it here in a second. All right, so you guys can see where I put the wood at to lift up the car. Now the oil drain plug on these cars is towards the front of the oil drain pan. So when I put the car up in the air, I either make sure the back end is a little bit higher, not much, just a little bit, or that it's flush. That way it can just flow out a lot easier. All right, so of course, first we are going to pop the hood on the car. And then we are going to take off the oil cap. All right, let's put that somewhere you're not going to forget. That way air can kind of push the oil through. All right, so you don't need a lot of tools for this job. Of course, you got your oil drain pan. That way you can put your old oil into. You can go to AutoZone and dispose of your old oil. There's no charge. You can just drop it off. Now, I have a 15mm wrench that is used for the oil drain plug. I'm going to tell you this. Get you a ratcheting wrench, and that way you can do the job quicker and it'll be easier for you, okay? Now, I did buy me a new oil drain plug. I got this from AutoZone, part number 653096. I always get the magnetic ones. As I mentioned earlier, if there's any issue with your car, it's going to show in the oil, okay? So I'm going to put a new oil drain plug on. My other one is getting stripped, so it's time for me to get that replaced. In replacing this, instead of using a 15mm wrench, I sized it up yesterday. Now it's going to be a 13mm wrench. Again, I have me a ratcheting wrench, and that way I can make it easier and quicker for myself. And last but not least, this is not a necessity. I have me an oil filter wrench. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to use this as opposed to trying to figure out how to get that that oil filter off, okay? This is also from AutoZone, part number W54106. I don't know if the camera's going to focus. W54106, okay? All right, family, so now we are underneath the vehicle. I would recommend using jack stands for your car as opposed to leaving it on the jack. But this is the bottom of the car. This is the front of the oil pan. That's where your oil drain plug is, and then your oil filter is going to be just right here, okay? Rear driver side of the oil drain pan. I am just going to pop this off. Okay, so now I'm just going to loosen this. I use that wrench to break it loose, and then I just use my hand. Now what I do to try to minimize how much oil I'm wasting is that I always put pressure on the plug until I know it's about to come all the way out. It starts dripping, and then I can boom, okay? I'm gonna let that drip for a little while, and then we will get the filter taken off. All right, family, so as I said, when you check your oil, this is an opportune time to check the magnet on your oil drain plug to see if there's anything on there. It's like I have a little bit of something on there, but it's not bad, and I can't tell really what it is, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it, but I'll keep an eye on it. All right, family, now I did forget to mention that in using this oil filter wrench, you will need a ratchet. 3/8 ratchet is what it uses. Let me show you how easy this is going to be. All right, family, so I'm gonna simply just put this here and turn. Okay, and boom, it is that easy. The oil filter coming off is messy, so I'm gonna try to make it as best as I can, but you can already see it's starting to come out, and there's really no way to get around these as far as I know. The messy part is that it just drips down your hand. All right, but as you guys can see, we got the oil drain, we got the oil filter off and the drain plug out. So I'm going to clean up my hand, and then we are going to put the plug back in, filter on, and we're done. Just that quick. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this oil drain plug in. Okay. Just gonna get it started. I'm gonna wipe this off here, and that way, if I get any leaks, okay, I know that everything was clean. All right, family, so when you put on your filter, you do want to oil the seal. So usually I just dip my hand in some oil, okay, and then I just boom, apply it here. So I'll put it around the seal, and then I also put it on the threading, and then that way it's easier for me to take off next time. Okay, so it's hard to do that with one hand. I am going to put you guys down for a second and knock that out real quick. All right, family, so I also wiped down the oil filter housing. If you can see that, I made sure I wipe that down and try to get as much old oil off of there as I can. I have my oil filter all lubed up, and so I'm just going to spin that on. And again, I wipe down any oil that I may see. Again, if anything is dripping, I want to make sure that I know exactly where it's coming from. I know it's something new. It's not something that I didn't wipe down or anything, if possible. And on these cars, you are able to do that. All right, friends, now we're going to go ahead and tighten everything. I got my ratcheting wrench, and boom. So you don't want to make it as tight as possible, like as tight as you can. You don't need that. Just make it really snug, and then you're good. And I'm also going to go ahead and tighten my oil filter. Again, using my cap. Again, make it snug. Don't over tighten it. All right, family, so this is my oil of choice. If you look at the cap, it shows Mobil 1 on it. So that's what I go with. So the rest of this is going to be super simple. All you're doing is pouring in your oil. All right, family, so looking at the Corvette Bible, the C5 Corvette Bible, chapter 6 verse 75 tells you how much oil to put into the car. So it says engine oil with filter is 6.5 quarts. Now if you jump to chapter 2 verse 26 of the Corvette Bible, it says in the middle, be sure to check the oil level often during racing or other competitive driving, and keep the level at or near 1 quart above the upper mark that shows the proper operating range on the engine oil dipstick. Okay, with that being said, I do put in 7 quarts of oil because I drive it pretty hard. And boom. All right, family, so after you put your oil in, put your cap back on. You can close that hood up. All right, family, so the last step of changing your oil in your C5 Corvette is going to be to reset your engine oil percentage, telling you how old your oil is. I do have the key on the on position, but it's not started. So make sure you have the key in the ignition. So right now I have my door open, okay? So it says door ajar. We're going to come over here and hit reset, okay? And then it will display the mileage. We are going to come over to number 3 and hit trip. Once you hit trip, it will show trip A, trip B, elap time, average speed, and then your oil life remain, okay? Now what we are going to do is we're going to hit and hold the reset button. until it goes to 100%. All right. All right, family, so I didn't have time to record an outro. I had to go get my hair cut. Now you guys know how to change the oil on your C5 Corvette. Again, it's easy to do once you get that car up in the air. I would recommend doing it yourself. These little lube shops, sometimes they do things that you wouldn't imagine, all right? Change your own oil. Make sure you can know the condition of your car. Another benefit really is that, like I said, when you can check that oil drain plug to see if there's any sludge or metal or anything right there, that is a prime example of seeing what kind of condition your car is in. So if you take it to a shop, they may or may not tell you, you know, and you may not be able to see it yourself, but changing your oil, you can tell what kind of oil is coming out and what kind of condition it's in, okay? I appreciate you guys watching the channel. Make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, okay? Like the video, share the video. Thanks for watching.